What would happen if all the people in the world suddenly disappeared? In this video we will look for the answer. With settlements on every continent, it is possible to encounter humans even in the most remote corners of the Earth's forests, oceans, and tundra. Our impact is so profound that most scientists believe we have left a permanent mark on Earth's geological history. So what would happen if everyone on Earth suddenly disappeared? Power plants will stop before the lights go out in cities around the world, unless there is someone to keep the power plant running. Underground tunnels would start to fill with water after 36 hours because there are no people to fight the water leaking into the tunnels. In a nuclear power plant, there is enough energy for 2 years on average. However, since the energy produced will not be consumed, the reactors will shut down spontaneously within 2 days. As the power plants shut down, the power will decrease and gradually darkness will begin in the cities. A few weeks later, the planet will be plunged into deep darkness. 10 days later, the food in our grocery stores and refrigerators will start to spoil. The animals we feed at home will die because they can't go outside. But for them, going outside does not mean survival. Animals like mice will slowly start invading homes. 6 months later, urban areas will start to contain wildlife. Wild animals, forced to leave their habitats because of humans, will start returning to their homelands. 1 year later. After 1 year, highways, parking lots, or asphalt, in short, anywhere that gets sun, will start to have an increased plant population. Weeds will sprout in cracks in the roads, and buildings will start to be damaged as the plant population increases on the walls of buildings. Fires and floods will start to occur as a result of natural processes. So everything that is man-made will burn up. This will create nitrogen, and the plants that feed on it will start to take over nature. 5 years later. In 5 years, the plants will be everywhere. Don't say, how much can they cover? Because the current example is the Angkor Temple in Cambodia. Abandoned in the 15th century, the trees on these temples have grown haphazardly and wrapped their branches around the temple walls. Over time, in the parks and green spaces that people use, where children run and play, saplings will start to grow on their own, and this population will start to spread towards the city, towards the buildings. 20 years later. In fact, there is a living example of what could happen to an uninhabited place 20 years from now. The Ukrainian city of Pripyat. Pripyat has been empty since the 1986 nuclear disaster. After studying Pripyat in detail, you will see that life continues even after a nuclear disaster. Nature recovers even after such a disaster. During this period, buildings and places where freezing temperatures are experienced will be damaged by the freezing and expansion of water accumulating in the cracks of the walls. Plants will start to grow through the cracks enlarged by this expansion and will start to move inside the cracks with the effect of humidity. 25 years later. First of all, there will be no trace of people in rural areas. Cities close to sea level will be underwater. The glass in skyscrapers will not withstand the pressure of constant contraction and expansion and will start to break. The new owners of these empty and ruined skyscrapers will be birds and insects. Since cockroaches feed on human waste, they will be sad about our disappearance, but this depression will only last for a minute and they will continue their lives from where they left off. 50 years later. Bridges will collapse and disappear as a result of corrosion, i.e. rusting, due to lack of maintenance. The decay will start with the steel cables that carry the bridges and have a carrying capacity of thousands of tons. 75 years later. After 75 years, cars that are no longer in use will rot at different speeds depending on the climate of their location. Cars in dry climates will rot in a longer time, while cars in humid climates will rot in a shorter time. 150 years later. What will happen to our dogs in 150 years? They will become too involved with the growing wolf packs, mating and becoming a more ferocious species. After the extinction of man, the fastest change will probably be in the seas, where the population will increase because there will be no one to hunt sea creatures. Corrosion, which causes bridges to collapse, will also turn the steel beams in underground tunnels, which begin to fill with water 36 hours after humans disappear, to dust. 200 years later. After 200 years, even if it is very durable, the Eiffel Tower, which is normally painted every 6 to 7 years to protect it from corrosion, will succumb to corrosion and collapse due to lack of interest. 500 years later. Perhaps 500 years after the extinction of mankind, there will be no structures of human civilization left, at least no modern concrete structures. The first form of concrete invented by the Romans will survive, but modern concrete, found in a more watery and humid place, will succumb to time. 1,000 years later. In 1,000 years, almost all traces of human civilization will have been erased. Plants everywhere, nature everywhere. There will be no trace of concrete, iron, or steel. 10,000 years later. In 10,000 years, concrete, iron, steel, paper, in short, everything will be rotten. But don't think that nothing man-made will be left. There are 3 structures that are predicted to last 10,000 years and beyond: the Great Wall of China, the Pyramids of Giza, and the Mount Rushmore Gang. The Great Wall of China will last much longer. The Pyramids of Giza will continue to adorn the earth until they are covered by sand. The Mount Rushmore Crusaders are expected to remain on Earth for thousands more years because their only enemy is the wind. 7.2 million years later. Barring an asteroid strike or a powerful earthquake, the Mount Rushmore cronies will continue to exist. Hazardous man-made chemical compounds such as PCBs and dioxins will still be present. 4.5 billion years later, in 4.5 billion years, 500,000 tons of a uranium-238 isotope in the US will have reached its half-life. The Earth will be getting warmer due to changes in the Sun, and for at least 1 billion years, microbial life will continue to exist as it did in the early days. Thank you for accompanying us on this journey. See you in our next video. Goodbye.